Hey, good morning friends, it's Fall again. Welcome to day 2 of my 100 days of inline skating. So for today we're starting really early at 6 a.m. As you can tell, I'm already padded up, excited and ready to go. So for today's route, we'll be starting from Choa Chu Kang, which is where I live. We're going to head over to Brickland Road and then turn into Bukit Batok Road, where we'll turn into Avenue 2 and explore the neighborhoods a little bit. And then we're going to head over to Central and end our session in Avenue 6. And we are off to a strong start. Just had my coffee, I'm pumped, excited, and I'm just raging through this uphill slope. Now what I didn't realize was that it was raining the night before and the roads are just drenched. Now wet roads and inline skates do not go hand in hand, so I just have to be extra careful on where I stride. Always want to look for dry platforms to travel on. However, sometimes, you just can't help it and we just have to pay extra attention when we're crossing puddles. Now right about now I'm thinking maybe I should incorporate some drills with my stopping and turning, as I'm not exactly that dexterous yet. As you can tell right here, I was just about to slow down before I entered the slope, but I ended up spinning, so it's something to work on. Right here it's a downhill, a really quick one, but I'm just gonna speed this up because it's pretty straightforward. And then we're gonna go on to another downhill slope after this traffic light. Here we are. And over here, I need to pay extra attention because in the morning, it's very cool. It's cold actually, and there's a lot of dew and fog around, so it wets the floor and it makes it a little slimy and grimy. So if you are stepping over the manhole, you might slip even if you are very sturdy. Right here we enter PCN, best roads ever. Still a lot of morning joggers and active people around. Look at that, there's a huge puddle over there. We want to try to avoid that. And it's a recurring thing during this run this morning, so maybe I won't do morning runs anymore, or wait until I'm a little bit more confident of my stability and skill. Yeah, that's a lot of puddles over there. Oh, we'll stick to the PCN. There are a lot of joggers this morning, and if you're not paying attention, they are not paying attention as well. You might collide. Hey, you know what they say, if you see a lot of random joggers around your area, chances are that your property valuation will appreciate. Now this is an uphill, a really steep one. This jogger in front of me is struggling, so let's overtake him. About to enter Bukit Batok Road, and the thing about Bukit Batok Road is that it's not really well camped. It's a pretty old road, so you can tell that the pavements are bumpy, they are narrow, and the grass is everywhere, so not the best terrain to inline skate on. There's a lot of debris and twigs and uneven floors and puddles. Yeah, it's just wet everywhere. That's a lot of wet. And obviously killer orange tiles and obstacles. There you go, I almost died there. And here we are at Avenue 2, Bukit Batok. And the thing about the pavements here is that sometimes it just doesn't merge very well, so you get things like this, and we just have to avoid hazards. But sometimes you get interesting things like this old PCN network here that we're about to hop on. So here's the old PCN. It's not the best of terrain. I think it's meant for cycling rather than rollerblading. It absorbs quite a lot of your movements. It makes you slow. So let's hop on to a smoother surface like this void deck. But you just gotta watch out for people. I think this is the main thing about skating on void decks. So maybe we'll go back to the pavements. There we go. And now we're just exploring the area. More PCNs. Always look for PCNs. It's the best roads to skate on. Now, just a thing to take note here, if you are going for long distance on your own, it's best to plan out your route before you embark and then try to stick to your route and don't have detours. Otherwise, you're gonna have to check your phone and check your maps. And if you want to do that while skating, it's going to be dangerous. So if you do need to check your phone, please stop. And I think whether you're walking or you're skating or you're cycling, I think if you want to use your phone, just stop and use your phone. Don't do two things at once. It reduces your spatial awareness and you're more prone to accidents. So, and it's a good thing that it's a Sunday because the schools are closed. And if you're around school sections or school areas, you might want to pay extra attention to kids crossing and dashing around, especially if you can't stop or, you know, turn in time. So right here, I think I made a mistake. I should have waited till the blue car completely goes into the car park before I make my cross, because that's just dangerous. If the blue car is not entirely in, we might anticipate differently and an accident might occur. So right here you can see the skies are starting to get dark, really dark, and before it starts to rain, we want to try and get to our destination first, because we all know that water and skating do not go hand in hand. Like, look at this puddle here, that's just dangerous. So every time I pass a puddle, I need to have a few meters of of rolling across just to dry the skates before I start striding again. Now this section here might just be the highlight of my day, because it's a downhill that I am confident of just standing through, just gliding through. And this is the first time that I am not intimidated by a downhill situation. Normally hills scare the hell out of me and I will try to avoid them, but this time it was different. So I quite enjoyed that. So yeah, if you've watched till this far, thank you for sharing that moment with me. And right now we're about to approach our final leg of this session. We are right now approaching Bukit Batok Central, and we will end our journey when we reach Avenue 6. So we're going to make a left turn right here and then we'll be reaching. So I just fast forward it right here. As you can tell, the skies are getting dark. I have to reach the bus stop at the other side of the road and quickly take a bus home before I get drenched. So I'm just going to end the video here. So thank you for joining me on my second day. Like this video if you like it, dislike if you dislike it, subscribe and hit that notification button if you want to follow my journey. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.